man has the kids.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting out on the balcony, enjoying the view, lovely view. And someone's having a supercar delivered at 11:45 at night.
Oh my gosh.
So going through a bit of a restructure. There's a lot going on, and being away for, it was actually 16 days in the end. Wasn't planning on being away that long. This gave me a lot of time to think and a lot of clarity, and that's one of the things I like when I'm away, is I get time to myself to think. There's a lot going on. There's always a lot of opportunity, but it's just making sure that focus and attention is going to the right things. And it's quite easy to get swayed when there's loads of things going on. So yeah, got some pretty big decisions to make, probably over the next week, but also some quite exciting things on the table. And yeah, looking forward to the next few months. And also the Bugatti that was delivered last night at midnight is over there. I don't know if I can zoom in. Here we go. So I'm a bit late to the party with this Ashton Hall morning routine. Well, actually super late. I'm gonna try one part of it, okay? Quick gym session to start the day. Insane view. It's actually a pretty good gym for a hotel gym. Let's go. These are the new 5DX socks. They were delivered last week. We have quite a few things being delivered over the next couple of weeks. Different samples to try, you know, different materials and just different styles mainly. But so it's Friday, and hopefully we receive some good news today. One of the deals that we've had in legals for a while, a few things came out in DD. So we've had to restructure a few things, but it actually works for us. So that was pretty good. And I also had a good catch up with Craig and Mike on the 5DCP stuff yesterday. We've got some pretty exciting things going on in the US. So yeah, exciting times. We're in the Bulgari boardroom. I actually can't wait to show you guys what we've been working on.
To really move a business. Okay, you could tweak it. You could make some amendments, but if it's making $1 million, 1.2 out of that sort of turnover, it's not suddenly going to make 3 million. So I think it's kind of makes you think about the direction of it. And I think the problem with it was cash rich and it was making too much money.
So I could ask the question, but generally speaking, they make so much money that they very, very rarely come up for sale.
Oh, it's been a long week, a very long week. We've run into a few challenges across a few of the things that we're working on, but it is what it is. We can't focus on the negatives or the cost or effort that goes into these things. You need to stay focused on the outcome, because it is what it is. Anyway, today I'm going to play golf for a friend of mine, Charlie. Well, I'll try and play golf. I'll try and get around the course without losing too many balls. I think this is probably the second time that I've played this year. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I haven't really been filming too much. I've probably spent most of my time the last week or so in front of a screen on Zoom or Teams. So yeah, it's been a bit challenging to film. You know, I filmed a little bit, but it is hard, and you know, some of the conversations are quite confidential, and I don't think the people on the other side of the screen would appreciate it too much if I started recording all the conversations. But yeah, it is what it is. We have a game of golf today, finish the week strong, and go into next week fresh. So it's my first time using the 5DX bag, which I actually had made in the UK before I come out here, and what a day for it. So asked for a recommendation on Instagram. Zaza was a recommendation, but
for some reason they don't really have many tables in there, so we thought we'll just eat it on the bonnet of the car.
On that, and then he moved straight on to what his role would look like.
So what happened to the other offer?
The actual other party. Yeah, I think we think it's bullshit, obviously.
So today we're at the Bulgaria Yacht Club. We're in the boardroom. Myself and Charlie Johnson are hosting a small event to a room of pretty elite people. You know, I think this is something that's definitely missing here in Dubai. We have some great people coming from AI, VC, private equity, real estate. It's going to be an interesting day. This is something that we're going to be looking to do on a monthly basis. So yeah, let's go.
She might decide to say no to me now, but say yes to me later. Let's go. Her ass is all natty like Florida Gator. Let's go. You switch on the guys and supported a hater. Let's go. What's the get back for niggas is TBD.
So we're going to the first opening day of the private members club's Supercar Mujlis. It's one of my favorite places to come and network and enjoy the cars. So we're here for a dinner, to be fair, for the first day of the season. We're back in Dubai. Dubai is live, and we go again with these beautiful cars.
Let's go, you niggas just better not ask for no favor. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's love for my brothers and debt to a trader. Let's go. She might decide to say no to me now, but say yes to me later. Let's go. Her ass is all natty like Florida Gator. Let's go. You switch on the guys and supported a hater. Let's go.
Never mind. So finally made it. Over 24 hours since I left my house. Yeah, it was a mixture of waiting around the airport, connection in Qatar, and then hours and hours in passport control, as usual when you get to the States. So I'm pretty much past tired. Just had a coffee and a Chicago deep dish. Haven't been to this city for over 10 years, so it was nice to have a nice Chicago pizza. And I'm gonna go for a walk around the city and then try and get everything. So it's just gone 4 a.m. and of course I cannot sleep. My body clock doesn't even know what time zone we're on right now. So I thought I'll go for a nice stroll. It's nice and fresh, definitely different to the desert. I'm actually on the way to Dunkin' Donuts. Now there's a certain Dunkin' Donuts that I used to go to with my dad probably 20 years ago now, when I used to come to this city, and I thought, while I'm here, it's early, and the routine back then used to be, if I can't sleep, we're going to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get a drink and a donut to start the day. So that's where I'm going right now. I don't know about you, but when I'm up at all sorts of unsociable hours, which isn't very often, my brain just works overtime. And I don't usually talk about mindset much, because I always say I'll leave that to Big Tony. I can't compete with Tony Robbins, so if you want mindset or mindset coaching, go and watch the Tony Robbins video, because he's the best. And what it made me think was, everything that I've ever wanted has always been on the other side of a serious amount of unseen hours in the trenches, literally in the trenches. And the reason why I think most people give up is because they don't know how many of those hours that they need to put in before they feel like they're getting somewhere. Because you also have to do most of them without any applause at all. People don't see the work that you put in until you actually see some success. So that's the hard part, because we all need validation along the way. And if you're already putting in hard work, then you already sort of believe that it can happen. Because nobody puts in loads of hard work, risks failure if they don't believe it can happen. So yeah, morning motivation, keep going.
And I think the biggest thing's the budget, right? On end of November. Do we just put him into heads of terms now and just sort of go along with it, because he's still like a 2.6 EBITDA?
So the only thing with being stateside is you're just against the clock. If you're doing any business in the UK or the Middle East, it's very hard because you're miles behind. You know, I couldn't even think about living on the West Coast. and trying to do business in the Middle East or the UK, it'll be almost impossible.
I met this girl when I was 3 years old, and what I love most, she had.
So I'm absolutely shattered. I feel like the last couple of days have just all rolled into one. But tonight is the VIP dinner for the M&A Launchpad event, which is tomorrow. So I'm going to go and see some of the guests, meet some of the speakers, and then probably have an early one, try and get some sleep.
So much so, she said, excuse me, little homie, I know you don't know me, but my name is Wendy and I like to and from that point, I never blow her off. Come from out of town, I like to show her off. They like to act tough, she like to tone them off and make them straight.
So the last couple of days have been super productive. Met some really good people, and it was a pleasure to speak at the M&A Launchpad here in Chicago, and it's also cool to see the city again. So this will be the last uncut / all access for a while. I'm going to be focused, we'll solely focus now on the SMB show. So if you haven't already subscribed, go over to the YouTube channel. It's also going to be in the description, and subscribe to the SMB show. We're going to be going live a few times a week, bringing on guests. Just, you know, I feel like I can add a lot more value on the SMB show than, you know, these behind the scenes and all access episodes. Because most of the time, guys, I spend most of my day on Zoom and Teams, so it does become a little bit boring for me to be filming those behind the scenes of those calls. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the SMB show, and keep an eye out for some other content that I'm going to be putting on this channel, because I do have some ideas for this one as well. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed these flurry of episodes of uncuts and all access, and I'm sure they'll come back at some point. But until then, we're signing out.